I know what the target was.
I know who did this.
Wait, you figured out who was behind the attacks?
Yeah, Veronica.
Damn. This whole thing just got a lot bigger than I thought.
Who's the target?
I think it was Parthon Tech, and now I'm sure of it. I compiled up all these news stories about the first explosion, and they happened at Parthon. The other ones didn't happen until 15 minutes later. How'd you figure out it was Veronica?
It took me a while, but I started by sectioning off pieces of the code. I was able to see a pattern and I recognized the signature. It was built by a guy named Nico Quintana. I went to school with him for a few years before he dropped out. And then he took an under-the-table job at Veronica.
The kind of job that involves illegal hacking?
The only problem is that Nico was always overestimating his skill. He was cocky and sloppy, and he messed up. There was a bad line in the code. Easily overlooked, but still a catastrophic error. He built in this reproducing line that multiplied every time it got picked up by another site. So, Veronica intended for Parthon Tech to be its only target, but one of its sister sites assimilated the code, and it just kept reproducing from there. What's the connection between the two?
Well, word on the street was that a top scientist from Veronica deflected to Parthon Tech, which was their highest competitor at the time, and whatever secrets he had must have been worth enough to not only silence the scientist, but to erase any evidence of the project he was working on.
So a corporate rivalry ended up destroying the world. What a bunch of assholes.
Veronica, we need to think about our next move. I think it's safe to say that, Veronica, even your friend or any of them that are still out there, they may be trying to help or, maybe trying to cover it up, but hell, they could be listening right now.
They're not. The only reason why you can still break in is because I let you.
Yeah, but you discovered the code before you increased security around the feed. If they're still out there, I guarantee you that they know you know.
So, what are you suggesting?
We stop looking into it. We drop it completely. You should stop uploading videos, go into hiding for a while. I'll do the same.
No way.
Why not?
I can't just ignore the problem now that I know what's happening. I can't turn back now.
You should. Look, it's not your sole responsibility to fix this.
But it is.
How? You didn't cause this. You don't have to save the world.
For days, Mandy and I watched the destruction outside our window. People were hurt. People were dying. And I couldn't help them. I didn't know how to help them. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a leader. I couldn't give them hope. But this I can do.
Well, then what do we do?
Look, I know this is dangerous. You don't have to get involved. You don't owe me anything.
Too late. I'm already the Robin to your Batman.
Actually, I think you're more like the Castle to my Beckett.
Romantic entanglements and all?
You really do have to ruin every nice moment.
So what's the plan? I know you have one by now.
Well, the first step is to stop the code from spreading.
Can you just delete the corrupted sequence?
No. I'm sure Nico built something in to counteract tampering. But I think I can write a new code to override it. Once we can stop the code from multiplying, then we can worry about reversing its effects. If we can just restore power, then that would be a win in and of itself.
Okay. I'm not qualified to do any of that, so what can I do?
Can you try and contact my family? I've been trying, but with no luck. It would really help me focus knowing you were doing that. Plus, my dad would really be able to help us with this.
Yeah. Sure. What do you want me to tell them?
Tell them that I'm okay, and I'm on my way to see them.
Are you still at the cabin?
No, I was able to move on. I was able to travel for a few days, before another storm hit, but my car crapped out on me, so I may be stuck here for a while. How are things on your end?
All right. Winter will be here soon, so I should probably make a supply run, but I'll be okay here for now.
Okay, good. I'm gonna leave my computer on for as long as possible. If you hear anything or learn anything new, please let me know.
Will do.
And Dylan, be careful. You're right to be worried about Veithakor. If they're willing to blow up Parthon Tech to protect company secrets, who knows what they'll do to hide the fact that they brought on the freaking apocalypse.
What happened to... This isn't the apocalypse, Mindy. The world isn't ending, Mindy. Are you actually admitting that this might be the end of days?
No, this is more of a dystopian society, but I'm no longer concerned with semantics.
So, Veronica vlogs the apocalypse. We should get shirts made.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
Come on, we could get mugs and stationery and then little business cards, and we could put like on one side that, you know, you like Veronica, and the other side could be who
Good
likes
night,
Mindy,
Dylan.
and then we
This
could
is
get
Veronica
like
signing off.
beer koozies, and if they fold down, then we like people can have them in pockets, and that targets like the teenage to, you know, young adult range. And maybe for babies we could get some like pocket handkerchiefs or something that say like Veronica vlogs the apocalypse on it, and they just have them in their little baby pockets. And then like maybe old people, like we could get like connectors for their canes, and then if they walk around on the canes, like it'd be like advertising for your video and everything. And I think it's a good idea. So